Chalk King coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. And today in this video, I want to talk about the games people play. And before I get started, if you've been following me for a while, you know that, maybe you was on my email. A lot of people have been on my email list. And if that's the case, and you still want to receive emails from me, you got to go to, let's see, I'm going to drop the link in here real quick. You got to go to badboysecretsclub.com/newsletter and check out my Patreon as well. Let's see, I'm going to drop this link in here real quick. Jeez. Let's see. Okay, there it is. Actually got it. What the hell? Oh, got it. Let's see. Let me type this in real quick. My name, let's see. Let's see how it is. /new. Okay. All right. So, hey, that's how you get back on my email list. So, yeah, a couple days ago, man, I was, just like I said, I did a video and I was talking about how, a lot of guys, and even a lot of women, they between the sexes, a lot of guys play a lot of games.
Oh, yeah.
They'll tell you what they want. Males and females do this. This is pretty common. If people tell you what they want, I want a man like this. I want a man like that. Or a woman like this. Or a woman like that. But when it gets down to it, they tend to do the opposite. A lot of guys will, they smash the ratchets.
It happens a lot, man.
You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, yo, I want a girl that's like, I don't know, Tyra Banks or Rihanna, but they'll get with the Kim Kardashian types.
Yeah, that's.
It's like you cannot, in most cases, the status quo is not going to work for most guys. And if you're trying to follow what your buddies is doing or what your girlfriends is doing, it's probably not going to work for you in this day and time. It just is what it is. You have to find your own way. You have to find out what works for you as far as relationships goes, as far as making a living, all that stuff. What do you think about that?
Yeah, so I definitely agree. What I was gonna say too, back on the status quo, a lot of dudes they say, they'll be like, yeah, I want a good girl, you know what I'm saying, goes to school, got no kids and all this other stuff. But then again, they end up, messing around with a girl that's got kids, is not doing anything with their life. And the reason for that is because most people they don't want to work towards their goals. It's easier just to get the girl that's ratchet with the 3-4 kids than it is to get the girl that's doing what she's got to do at school and things like that. You got to work towards it, and a lot of people they want that here and now, and she might not be giving up the pussy like, you know what I'm saying, the girl with the kids and whatnot.
Yeah, and it's a lot of guys out here. Unfortunately, they're playing that money game.
Yeah.
I talked about this before. This is a dangerous game to play
Mm.
because you can't win.
Never.
You just
Never.
can't win doing that. Eventually, it's gonna fall apart.
Oh yeah. No, it definitely will. When you play that money game with the women, you see, you're always gonna lose because you're never truly gonna know if the girl likes you for you or she's just there for your money. So you can't win with that game.
You can't win, and a lot of entertainers get caught up into this.
Mm.
And as soon as the money goes, the show goes, the whole goes, basically. So I just think I think there's a better way. That's
Mm.
all. I think there's a simpler way. It's just a simpler way to live. Simple way to navigate in this chaotic world that we live in.
Yo, it definitely is, man. You gotta be yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be yourself. And if whoever rocks with you, you know what? It might not be that dime piece that rocks with you. You know what I'm saying? She might, be
Might
a
be a
little,
seven.
Yeah,
Might
yeah,
be
exactly. Exactly. But you know what? That seven's gonna be down with you. And you know what I mean? That seven, she don't care about your money. She's just there because she likes you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
exactly. I
hmm
mean, it really starts with who you are. Starts. I always say it starts with you and it ends with you. Because like now, some guys will say, "Oh man, I gotta compete against everybody," and I disagree with that. If you know who you are, you don't have to compete because by default you'll be comfortable in your own skin. If you're trying to compete, then that's when you're gonna lose yourself. You're gonna start trying to do extra stuff.
yeah,
You're gonna find your way. You're gonna find yourself in a position where you have to do things outside of who you already are as a person. Once you get in the competitive mode, and
yeah,
a lot of us get trapped and get sucked into this because we don't think we're enough. We don't think we're enough. We're always trying to strive to do things, but we don't strive to become more of who we already are. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. No, most definitely. And the thing with that is this. Most people they're just in it to please other people. You know what I'm saying? Like they do things. You know what I'm saying? They buy the nicest car. You know what I'm saying? They get the flashiest clothes because they want to impress people. They're not doing it for them because they know they don't need that. So more people, if they put that aspect aside and just did things for themselves, people will be a lot better off in society.
Yeah. And you know one thing? The people that have the people that I know personally that have the cars and the clothes and all that stuff, the people that's really know who they are, they don't really care about none of that shit.
Mm.
They really don't. They'll say, "Look,
No,
man, this is just to draw a crowd. That's all this shit. This is just for business. This it's just like they'll say, hey, if I lose this car or the clothes today, it's not gonna make me or break me, because I
mm,
know who I am. You know,
exactly.
but that's not the majority of people, though. That's the thing. That's only a small percentage of people that I know. The cars and the clothes and the house, that's just a means to make money. Basically,
Yeah.
that's like marketing and advertising to them. That's how they use it. But it's not
Mm.
like they don't go to the club flashing and making it rain though. They don't do none of that shit. But if you see them, they might be in a luxury car, Beamer or Maybach or Benz. But it ain't
Mm-hmm.
like that's not who they are. That's not them. That's just
Listen.
that's just for other people to, you know, come to whatever conclusion they want about them. That's it. You know.
I definitely agree with that. And you know, the thing is that you know people with money a lot of the time, like people with a lot of money, like they're not necessarily even flashy like that. Like they'll be in average cars, average, doing just average things. You know, they might go to the club or the strip club, be sitting in the back just chilling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they don't have to be flashy. It's always the dudes that is flashy that don't really have it like that, because they want to
Exactly.
make you, yeah,
Exactly.
make
The
you
people that the
feel.
people that have it, they be like, yeah, I got a Benz, but yo, they're like, yo, I barely drive it, yo. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, yo,
Yeah.
they're like, yo, I drive the Ford F-150. I mean, when the cameras is off, I drive the truck, yo. I don't really, you know, I ain't really into that shit like that. That's because that's not them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When the cameras is on, yeah, you see them in the Maybach or the Benz or whatever. But when the camera is off, they might be riding in a Hummer or a Ford
Yep.
F-150 or something like that. You know,
Oh yeah.
a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people don't realize that. A lot of people think just because the people that do most of the flashing, they think they really have it like that. But that's not the case most of the time.
Oh yeah. Nah, most of the time it's really not like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, people like I said, people that don't have it like that, you know, that's why you see a lot of, you know, girls and dudes on Instagram stunting with all this money and
Yeah,
things like that.
you know
Like
they, you know they ain't got it like that on Instagram.
nah, but you see it all the time. Yo, a wise man once told me that if you can't buy something 2 to 3 times, you shouldn't be buying it at all.
Yeah, yeah, I've
You
been
know?
told that too. Yeah, I've been told that too. You know,
Yep.
it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, who are you trying to impress? The only person you should be trying to impress is the person that you see when you look in the mirror. You know,
Exactly.
but a lot of us, we get caught up there. You know, we get in that mode where it's like your friends is doing one thing, you're doing one thing, and it's like a race. It becomes
Yeah.
like a race. It's like, then some people are just bold with it. Some people are just trying to one up everybody. You know, those are the
Oh,
bold people. They'll come and tell you a story or call you, and after they're done talking, and you come in and say, "Yeah, man, I did that too."
yeah. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yo, Shark Game, but you gotta agree with me with this though. Society alone of itself does not geared towards wanting someone to be happy looking in the mirror. That's why there's so much, you know, clothing line and all TV show, all this other stuff gearing towards, oh, you need this to be better. Like, you know what I mean? Telling girls like you need to buy this weave so you look like this, or you know what I mean? You got to take these pills to get skinny because this is what you should look at. So I feel like in today's society, you know, it's really geared towards, you know, having people, you know, wanting to be the status quo, wanting you have to look like this. People believe that. So they lose sight as in trying to, you know, please the person in the mirror. They're trying to please everybody else, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, this in this society, basically, it's all about big commerce. It's the magazine. You got the media. You got the magazine. You got entertainment business. You got financial business. It's all geared to suck as much money as they can out of the people and as fast as possible. So this is why magazines cater or pander towards women. Because when women flip through the magazines at the grocery store, Walmart, Target, wherever, the more she flips through the magazines, the uglier she's gonna get.
Mm-hmm. Every time. Every time.
Every time. Oh, I need to get some more makeup. I need to get some more lipstick. And by the time she get to the center of the magazine, she just she just put the magazine on the counter. I'm buying this.
Exactly. And you know what's crazy, Shot Game? Women go and do all these things that they feel they have to do, but at the end of the day, us as men, like, we're not worried about your nails. We're not worried about what weave you got in there. You know what I'm saying? Most women do that stuff to compete with other women. We don't care what bag you got,
Yeah,
Gucci, Louis Vuitton. So you know what I'm saying? Like, shit's just crazy.
yeah, they are competing with other women. They're not. They're not. In most cases, they're not doing it for the guys. No,
Hmm.
in most cases. The natural the woman is, the better. I'm not a big makeup person. I'm not into any of this. I'm not. I don't like fake breasts and fake ass and fake lips and just any body part.
Yeah.
I'm not really
Hmm.
into any of that shit. And the fake eyebrows and the I'm not into any of that shit, really.
Nah,
You
I'm all
know,
set with that.
it's kind of a turn off, to be honest. If I meet
Yep.
a woman with powdered makeup, I'm talking heavy makeup, and
Mm.
then if you if you go home with her or if she come to your house, you wake up with her the next day, or maybe before she even goes to bed, she take all the makeup off, strip down, and then you look at her face like you're a completely different chick. I'm like, God.
Who are you? I was
Exactly.
like, man, I was with you last night buying all them drinks. Man, that could have been a Netflix and chill kind of night.
Yeah, there's a lot of women that that the makeup it messes their skin up after a while.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I'm not really into any of that stuff, man. I get it's been times where it's been a few women that I got turned off.
Oh
But
yeah.
the makeup came off. I said, "Oh man, you're a different looking chick." I don't know, man.
I thought I knew you.
She get made. I like she get made up real good, but once you take the costume off, it's like whoa.
Yo, Shotgun, you ever been out with a girl, right? And she, like, you didn't know how heavy her makeup is, like, you know what I'm saying? She, black, dark skin or whatever. She's got the makeup on and whatever. You didn't really think it's, that heavy. And then, like, during the night, whatever, you hugging her or whatever, and you wearing, like, something white or whatever, and that makeup's all on your shirt. Oh, man, that's a deal breaker for me, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's happened to me before. I mean, well, I actually didn't see it until like later, But I'm just not. I'm not into that, man, at all.
Nah, man.
Really. Uh, and see, that's the problem with a lot of women. Us guys, we need to raise the bar. We need to have more standards because what happens is, see, a lot of women know that they can placate to most guys' weakness. Basically, they can put on a nice dress, get a hair done, nails done, nice shoes, and all that stuff. Uh, Pretty decent body, and they know most guys just on that, the costume, the package. They know most guys if they get made up right and tight. They
Mm-hmm.
know most guys are gonna accept that. Most guys are gonna accept them, but there's a lot of women out here with nice bodies and cute face and hair done and makeup and wearing nice shoes. But the thing is once you get past the flesh, for most women, it ain't very much. It's not too much there. Most women, if you talk to them, they're not really talking about anything that's different from the other female that you just talked to. Most of them
Yep.
are talking about the same thing, talking about work, what's going on the weekend. I'm looking at the football game Sunday or the basketball game. My sister said this. My mom said that. I'm going to the mall. It's the same. Or what's going on television. It's the
Mm-hmm.
same thing for the average woman today. I mean, I'm talking like out of 10 women, at least 5 of them, you're gonna hear the same pattern.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at the reality show. Um, I'm I'm about to go shopping. I gotta go to work in the morning. It's the same shit. It's you're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna hear anything different outside of the norm in most cases.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's definitely true. But you know what the thing is though, Shark Game? The only difference is for guys, the prettier the girl is, the longer we're willing to listen to that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly. See, this is where a lot of women get caught up because what happens once they get older, they realize that these guys are not willing to put up on any of that bullshit, and they're not them damn tricks that she used to pull. Them guys is dropping her ass real quick because what happens with a lot of women is they never develop a personality because they never had to because guys would lay down and kiss their ass all day.
Oh
And
yeah.
now when they got older, a lot of that shit ain't working no more.
Mm-mm.
So she has two choices. Either she gonna develop a personality and keep herself looking decent, or she gonna end up in a rocking chair by herself.
Yo, dog game. It's definitely true. And the crazy thing is this goes back to what we said previous videos about how you shouldn't treat women differently, right? So if you
Yeah,
take a dime piece, right, and then you take a chick that I don't know, maybe she's a 6 or a 5, right? Then the
yeah,
dime piece start complaining about the problem. Now the dude's gonna sit there listening as if he cares, right? Now that chick that's a 5 or a 6, that dude's gonna be like, yo, I don't give a fuck about your problems. Get out of here with all that. So it's like, and that's really almost 100% of the time is how things are based right there. Those kind of scenarios when it comes to guys putting up with bullshit. That's why you see the dudes taking all that abuse by, these girls. And these the girl's good looking. But no dude's going to be taking that kind of abuse from like a 5 or a 6. It's going to be the other way around. you know?
yeah. It's like, and the funny thing is, a lot of these women, a lot of these guys that put women on the pedestal, they know they don't feel like they deserve the shit anyway. So they don't even know how to really take that shit in. And
Mm.
that's why they don't appreciate the treatment. And this is why most guys get taken advantage of because she's like, okay, he's a sucker. So okay, I'm gonna milk this as long as I can and
Mm.
until it's time for me to get up out of here until I find the next sucker.
That's crazy, man. That's why, yo, Shargan, what you like? This is what I think too about this. Like most dudes, when they pass up, you know what I'm saying? Like good girls or potential things, like they don't even know the signs of a girl that you know what I mean could possibly be. You know what I'm saying? Something of girlfriend or wifey material or whatever. Like if a girl goes out of her way to get you something, you know what I'm saying? Like buys you something, even if it's something small. You know what I'm saying? Don't like that girl's the type of girl you should probably be talking to. The dime pieces and all those others, they're not giving you shit. But a girl to give you something, man, you got to be
Yeah,
something important to her.
yeah. If a woman or just anybody in general, for
Yeah.
that matter, if they go out of their way to do something, that's definitely going to stick out because that's not common at
Yeah.
all. Most,
Especially a woman though, because
yeah,
women don't do
most,
shit like that.
yeah, that's most of them don't do shit like that. Um, this is
Yep.
what it is, really. I mean, most people really don't do very much out of the norm. They really don't, really.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
No, I think um I just think it takes time to get to know people. It doesn't. You're not going to know everything about somebody, but it takes time to get to know people. And see, the average relationship, well, not even relationship, the average interaction between two people, you got like a 3 to 6 month, 2 to 6 month window, and on
Mm-hmm.
average, because you meet somebody today, and y'all call each other, meet up a couple times. By the time you hit the 2 month mark, you're gonna be like, okay, am I gonna stay around this person more or less? Are we gonna die off? Or are we gonna just cut it off?
Yeah.
You know, so by the time you hit that 3 month mark, you'd be like, okay, I've seen enough of this person. You know, I already
Yep.
know, you know, I pretty much have a good idea how they are. You know, I don't know everything, but I know what I need to know. So, yeah, I mean, that's how the average relationship is today. Then you got other people in the mix. Most women got all kind of guys around. You know,
Oh yeah.
you're just the new guy. But you got other guys that's been around for months, probably
Yep.
years. You know, you're the new guy coming in. Shit, you gotta she basically in her mind, you gotta compete with the older guys.
Oh yeah.
So if that's the
Mm-hmm.
case, you probably ain't gonna make the cut.
Nah, nah, you definitely right with that. And what people don't, guys don't understand, women got guys for multiple things, man. They got a dude to pay their bill, a dude to
Yeah,
tear their back out, a dude for rides to work. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to be careful in the women that you invest in, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't just looks. That's one thing that like we just got to get over as guys. Like you said, like it has to be more than looks. It has to be what you're bringing to the table. And a lot of
yeah,
women today, they bring a couple things: booty, beauty, and debt. That's what they bring it to the table.
yeah, yeah. See, a lot of guys get caught up. They see women driving these nice cars, these big ass SUVs.
Mm.
I said, yo, she making payments on that damn big ass Jeep, yo.
Oh yeah.
That big ass, she got paying $500-600 a month, yo. She ain't, she's still paying on that shit. She got
Credit,
debt like a
credit bad.
motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, I know women that every 2 to 3 years to get a new car. They just keep trading in. I'm like, God damn. I said, you're that type, huh? Every 2 3 years you get a new one, a new trade. I'm like, God damn. You know.
Yeah.
So, do you really want to get involved with somebody that's like that? You
Mm-hmm.
know, I
Not at
don't think
all.
so. I don't think that would be a
And
good
they don't
move.
got gas to put in it. Sharp game. They asking you for gas money and help you with the cell
Yeah,
phone bill and
they live in between credit cards basically. When they get paid, all the money they make, they got to pay all that shit up.
oh yeah.
Credit cards, car insurance, car payments, rent. That's in the beginning of the month, right? And then all the other bullshit loans that they got in between. And then in the middle of the month when they get paid, now they got to buy food. They got to what else they got to buy? They got to go shopping.
Yup.
And all the other rest of the shit that they owe.
Mm-hmm.
Student loan. Maybe they deferred it. I don't
Yeah.
know, but they got them. Student loan. That's two, three
Yeah.
hundred dollars. You know. So yeah, these women they be spending money reckless. I mean, so
And then they be
reckless.
going on, the crazy thing is with all this debt and everything else, they still be going on whole trips with their girlfriends down to
Yeah,
Jamaica and the
yeah.
Dominican
They
Republic.
put the damn trip on the credit card. I'm like, yo, what? And then you know the funny thing is, all they have is a job. All they have is one income. They're not trying to invest no money in anything. They're not trying to start no type of business or not trying to do nothing on the side. It's just
Oh no.
one source of income. I'm like, yo, what happens if you lose your job? They say, well, I've been working there for 15 years. You know, they'll come up with some reason why,
Oh yeah.
they're safe. They think they're safe. But do you really want to get involved with somebody like that? Because if you come into that shit, she's gonna be expecting you to help her out.
we call that, Shark Game, in the insurance world. We call that a liability. And you know how
Exactly.
the way she lives her life, we call that a risk pool.
High risk. High risk. Exactly. You want to get
You know,
involved in that shit? She's gonna have your ass
I don't
home.
know.
You know. See, but a
Oh, but
lot of
Shark Game,
girls.
you forgot about the hella kids too. You forgot about that part.
Oh yeah, she might have kids from a previous marriage. In most cases, if she was married, she's gonna have 1 to 2 kids. If she was married, if she's married
Mm.
for a long time, 5, 10 years, 15 years, she's gonna have 1 to 2 kids, maybe more. And then you already know she needs some financial help if she got them goddamn kids. Don't be fooled. You think she's doing it big like that because she got a little child support coming in? That money ain't enough. That money ain't enough. That money ain't
Nah,
enough, man. She might have $600 coming
my
in.
God.
That money ain't enough for her because
Nope.
she already screwed up because she overspent, you know. And then
Mm-hmm.
if you tell her, hey, I know you're in debt, but why don't you use your debt towards a means of bringing money in? She don't even understand that concept. She
Never
don't
does.
understand. She be like, what are you talking about? You know, I said, yo, I mean, if using your debt to bring more money in is cool, right? But if you're
Mm-hmm.
just in debt, if you're just paying out money on the debt every month, well, that's hustling backwards.
Exactly. And these women that we're talking about right now that are doing all this with the messed up credit, the big cars, the hella kids out of wedlock, probably. These are the bad chicks that these dudes is simping for.
Yeah,
That's the these are the bad chicks that y'all are listening to their
yeah,
problems and
yeah. Because like a lot of these women, they're not that bright either, not that smart. Because a lot of these women, they have houses, they have mortgages, right?
mm-hmm.
And there's a good chance they've been living in that house for years, so they have equity in the house. So I'll be like, they'll say something like, "Oh yeah, I pulled some of my equity out of the house like 2, 3 years ago." So I'm like, "Okay, what'd you do with the money?" "Oh, I just paid off some debt." No, no, don't pay off. Don't use your equity money on debt. You want to invest that money. What?
They don't get
That's
that.
because you know what? I said, I know what you did. You took that money and you paid off some of the debt, and now you back in debt because you
Exactly.
went and you used the fucking credit card over again. So you just
It's
you waste
crazy.
the money.
Now off that equity that they took off the home, right? There's interest on that though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? There's interest on that, and then you use the credit cards alone with itself. But even if you didn't use the credit cards, now you're paying that back with interest on top of everything else. So you've already put yourself in the hole.
exactly. So I said, look, if you're gonna pull out money and take that money and invest it in an asset that's going to bring you in more money every month, invest in yourself. If you maybe you want to learn something new, maybe you want to go to a conference and learn something, but you don't want to take that money and pay credit cards. Fuck that.
No,
Fuck them credit card
no,
companies. They don't give a damn
mm,
about you. They know you couldn't afford it in the first place. But they knew
exactly.
you were a sucker, and they knew you was gonna fall for it. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of people don't know the game that's going on out here. They just get caught up in the materialism,
Yep.
because they somehow think that it's equal opportunity out here, and they think that they're in the same position that the people that they work with at their job. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like,
Not at all.
I said, this what country do you live in? This ain't no damn. There's no There's no such thing, no equal opportunity. What are you
You make
talking
your
about?
opportunity, man. People don't understand that, man. You make your opportunity in life, man. You know what I'm saying?
You have
It's
to.
like poker. You know what I'm saying? You can't let anybody see you fold, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that poker face in life, man. You know what I'm saying? Until you win.
Yeah,
You know?
it's like people think just because a lot of women, especially, they think just because um they have a certain type of job that they work hard for it, and I was qualified, so that's why I got the job. No, you got the job because these companies had to make a quota. That's why they gave you the job, yo. Let's just keep it
Mhm.
100. It's like a lot of people that come over here from other countries. They be like, "Oh, I had a job before I came over here," and they start talking that bullshit about,
Mhm.
"Oh, I worked so hard, and I was qualified for this job." No, you got the job because you were Chinese. They needed someone to fill that position. That's it.
Exactly.
This is not that complicated. And I use myself when I work for this company in Charlotte, and they hired a lot of veterans. They hired a lot of government people, a lot of people that had state jobs, etc. Right. So
Mhm.
before I went there to apply, somebody told me, "Hey, yo, you need to go apply for that company. They hire people with military background." So I said, "All right, cool." So I went there, did the application. 4 days later, they called me back to, "Hey, we got a job offer for you. Can you come down here such and such day and time?" And
Mhm.
went down there. They gave me an offer. I took it. Okay, the rest is history. But I got the job because I had a military background. It had nothing
Exactly.
to do with no damn me being qualified and all this other crazy shit that a lot of
Mm-mm.
people are talking about. Some people are in, I don't know, a little la la world, la la land.
Exactly.
They just have to, feel good about themselves. So they'll just make up something.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's how a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they feel like they need these degrees to get into these corporate companies and all this other stuff. But like you said, man, that's really not the case. They're just trying to meet quota. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of
Yeah.
people, they'll look at you like, oh, you don't have an associate's degree? I have an associate's degree. Oh, you got hired? It's like, yeah, because they want to meet quota.
Yeah. I've talked to some of these recruiters, and I what I did is when I got the interview, I went in there, I repeated everything that I saw on the ad that they posted. They don't
Hmm.
even remember that shit. They don't even remember what they had in their ad. And one lady was like, "Oh, I just put that in there, you know, but I wasn't necessarily looking for somebody with that type of experience." See? So it's a game. That's all it is. It's just a
Exactly.
game. And the problem, a lot of people got to stop playing these damn games. If you're a guy, stop playing games with women. You don't have to put on this goddamn show like it's a fucking, I don't know, like it's Showtime at the Apollo, some crazy shit. I mean,
Yeah, you
you
ain't
don't
gotta
gotta
be
do
Diddy.
all this. All you gotta do is just be yourself, man. If you can't, nobody can beat you at being yourself. And if a woman doesn't accept you as who you are, being yourself, well, she ain't for you.
Nope. Exactly. Exactly, man. You can't lose who you are in the process of trying to make anybody happy. You know what I'm saying? Women, mean work, whoever. You just gotta be yourself. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you said, Shaw, you gotta rock with those who rock with you. You know what I mean? So that's really how it goes, man. Just do what you gotta do. And the thing is too, and I said this before too, is when you start trying to please these women and be, what they want you to be, you stop focusing on yourself. And when you stop focusing on yourself, you stop focusing on your goals. And when you stop focusing on your goals, you ain't got nothing in life. So
Exactly. Let me see what's going
tighten
on.
up.
See what's going on in this chat, because there's a
What's going on
difference
with
between a
that?
female and a woman. Like males always talking about football, sports, and now nothing about what's going on in the world, like building a community. John, what's up? Y'all word game need work. You're talking about females, not women. Okay. I want to hear what you have. I want to start your channel. Let's see what you have to talk about.
What did they say? What did they say, Shotgun?
They said, what we talking about? We need some work. Our word game need work.
But you know what's funny? They say we need work, but you're on here listening to us talk for like the last hour. So I mean, I guess we working pretty well.
I think hold up. Yeah, I challenge anybody. Start your own channel. Let's see how it goes. See how many views you get. See what kind of responses you get. Let's see what John.
Come on this channel. Come talk.
You're giving out too much. Well, John said we're giving out too much game. They're not ready. Plus, it's too much work for them. It might be.
Yo, like I said before, like, you know what I'm saying? Like half this stuff, a majority of the stuff that we say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope, you know what I mean, dudes get it and, you know, they want to apply it. But the average dude, they're going to listen to us and be like, well, they're right. It sounds good, but I don't know.
Not going to do shit. Not going to do much. Happy Station.
But the ones that do.
Happy Station.
The ones that do, you know what I mean?
There's no equal opportunity with these nonprofit organizations that help people find jobs. The people working in the organization look out only for the young white people. Of course. Let's see. You want to work for women, create their own empire. With those sweet like a bitch t-shirt, I'll buy one, pick your color. Oh yeah, I'm getting that shit done. Yeah, the sweet Mac a bitch t-shirt.
Stop, yo, sweet Mac a bitch t-shirt and stop simping.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting that done as we speak. I thought it was so. John gave me that idea. I thought it was hilarious.
That's good. That's good.
So hey, man, any last words?
Nah, man. I think we covered it, man. Hope you know what I'm saying. Hope everybody you know gets this game, dudes. You know what I'm saying. They stop simping. Just focus on yourself. Don't try to please anybody. And you know when you focus on your money and you focus on your goals, you're gonna win by default. Women is gonna come, but quality women is gonna come. The ones that you want, not them crazy turn up hood chicks. I don't know.
No doubt about it. Chase the bag. I always say chase the bag. A lot of people say, "Hey, you shouldn't chase money, man." I say, "Hey, man, you know what? Just try it. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it makes a difference for you." That's all. That's all I say. Just go test it out. Don't. Matter of fact, I always say, don't believe anything that I say, and I say this consistently: text, video, audio, whatever. Don't believe anything that I say. Just go test it out, and let's see what type of response you get. What type of results you get. That's why I always say. You know what I mean?
Facts. I'd rather chase the money than chase these girls.
Exactly. Most of them are time wasters anyway. So so hey everybody, go check out my new website, badboysecretsclub.com. That's badboysecretsclub.com. And check out my Patreon as well. That's patreon.com/sharpgame. Go over there, subscribe. Until next time. And oh yeah, and P.S. and by the way, follow me on Instagram. My handle is Sharp Game over there. You'll find me. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Peace.